I wish to pay tribute to the late human rights activist, Chief Gani Fawehimi, senior advocate of Nigeria, who inspired us on this path of discovery. Now he can truly rest in peace in the assurance that what he started about 23 years ago has come to fruition. Gani's vindication today gives credence to the saying that no matter how fast a lie runs, the truth will someday overtake it. Former American President Thomas Jefferson once said, and I quote, "If I had to choose between government without newspapers and newspapers without government, I wouldn't hesitate to choose the latter." From exposing the Watergate scandal and unraveling the dubious certificates of politicians, journalists have maintained eternal vigilance by bridging the gap and stepping in when other arms of government failed. It is for these reasons that commendation must be given to David Hundeyin, an independent journalist whose extraordinary work and those of many more young people like him has become a source of inspiration. Special thanks must be given to the millions of Nigerian youths and citizen journalists too, who continue to put out the truth online even when no one is listening. Indeed, the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. They have put the country first in their firm commitment to unravel the truth and hold leaders accountable. This gives me the hope that we have worthy partners in the struggle to reclaim the country we call our home. This quest is not for or about Atiku Abubakar. It is a quest for the enthronement of truth, morality, justice, and accountability in our public affairs. In line with this, let me call on all well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, our religious leaders, our traditional leaders, our community leaders, our political leaders, and in particular, Governor Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Governor Rabi Ukwankwaso of the NNPP, and the leaders of every political party in Nigeria, and indeed every single person who loves this country, as I do, and who wishes nothing but the best for this country as I do, to join me in this campaign to enshrine probity, accountability, and the basic principles of justice, morality, and uprightness in our country and in our government. This is a task for each and every one of us. Let me, therefore, at this juncture, thank you for listening. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
of October 2023, and we're right here at the newsstand to dish it out once more. It's Vice in the South Newsstands on Sleep TV. Michael Adekule is here again with the reviewers to analyze what's trending in the country. All right, the legal war between Atiku and the president of Nigeria, talking about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is still ongoing. Very, 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 very crucial one. Still ongoing, and we pray and we hope the Supreme Court gives the best judgment on this case. Quickly to what we have on today's edition of this program, talking about the Friday edition of Bystanders at Newsstand. The Nigerian Tribune. What's the Nigerian Tribune saying? Tinubu'S CSU certificate saga. We have an article saying that reputation of Nigeria at stake. Reputation of at stake, says Atiku. Moving down to another story, down the paper, we have impeachment. Disregard request for Ondo Assembly. Adegburuwa writes Ondo CJ. Disregard request from Ondo Assembly. Adegburuwa writes Ondo CJ. Its context, of course. Now back to the certificate saga. What's Atiku saying? Of course, there was a press conference yesterday in Abuja where Atiku railed out so many issues. Now, reputation of Nigeria at stake, says Atiku. We have other stories still backing this story. We heard there are several stories here. Let's quickly move down to the Daily Trust newspaper. All right, join me to unearth truth. Atiku tells Obi Kwakwanso on Tinubu's certificates. Join me to unearth truth. Atiku tells Obi Kwakwanso, accept defeat. Lick your wound. ABC tells ex-vice president. CSU is Atiku's case. I am at Supreme Court on my own, says Obi. I am at Supreme Court on my own, says Obi. Buhari's government revoked my contract, shared to cronies, says Atiku. Quickly to the Vanguard newspaper. Like I told you, we have many stories here on the outcome of yesterday's conference in Abuja. APC kicks, as Atiku says, only Supreme Court can end its battle with Tinubu. APC kicks, as Atiku says, only Supreme Court can end its battle with Tinubu. Why I refused to see Tinubu's emissaries. I am not afraid of attacks of my business interests, says Atiku. I beat Tinubu to AC ticket in 2007. He wanted to be my vice president. We have diverse stories on this case, and we'll be taking them one after the other today. Now, moving to another story, how federal government got subsidy removal wrong, says NECA. How federal government got subsidy removal wrong, says NECA. Customs brokers protests allege 200% increase in duty. All right, to the last story we'll be reading to viewers across the globe. We have on insecurity. Senate asks for special military operations to dislodge bandits, kidnappers. All right, before I allow Matthew to come on board, we have our viewers watching us from different countries right now on the platform, and I quickly need to acknowledge their presence. All right, Dr. Pounds, good morning to you. We appreciate you for joining us. Nelly Onowa, thank you so much for joining us. Taiwo Odunlade, we appreciate you. Stop and Chop, good morning to you as well. King Cross, thank you for joining us. Andrew Ogunjimi, you're welcome on board. Thanks for joining us all the way from Dublin, Republic of Ireland. Egba Fula Live, thank you so much for joining us. IK Andrews, thank you so much. King Henry, good morning to you as well. All right, special appreciation to Dipo Amoran, we really appreciate you. Jacob Adedeji, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Gladys Oyabo, and some other viewers watching us across the globe. Matthew, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? It's a good day at the newsstand.
Yes, of course.
And it was a good outing for Atiku yesterday.
We are not here. We have not seen the end of the issue because both of them are already sorting it out, set to sort it out at the level of Supreme Court.
They are ready to sort it out at Supreme Court. Matthew, it seems that Atiku is not giving up on this issue at all. As it stands now, he has filed the case to the Supreme Court, and he has also urged his colleagues, the likes of Peter Obi of the Labour Party, Kwankwaso of the NNPP, to also join in the quest for justice. Is Atiku likely to get justice at the Supreme Court? Despite the fact that he failed to get justice at the tribunal.
Okay, you choose to say he failed to get justice at the tribunal. That is your word anyway. But the issue is, what I've seen with Atiku is that he's subjecting himself to the rule of law.
Okay.
Because you notice when they asked him, even before, when he had the press conference, as he wanted to file a case in a presidential election petition tribunal, they asked him what if he didn't go his favor or to Supreme Court. He said he will appeal to God, meaning he is not a man of anarchy. And yesterday, during the press conference, he equally said a similar thing, that after the Supreme Court judgment, if he didn't favor him, he will rest his case, meaning he is not a man of anarchy. But for me, I think it's good to us subject ourselves to the rule of law. At the end of the day, according to Atiku and his legal team, they have been able to get possession of Mr. President's academic record from Chicago State University. And in that press conference, when they gave opportunity for question and answer, I think one of the lawyers to Atiku, who answered some part of the question, emphasized that Mr. President's secondary school certificate, with which he secured admission in Chicago State University, that the date he claimed to graduate from the school, that the school was not yet in existence. He equally pointed out another discrepancy in the certificate has been issued to to the president by Chicago State University. But I think what is important is it is the court that is the arbiter. But again, like Atiku's lawyer argued the other time, the Supreme Court is not just a court of law, that's equally a court of principle. Because some people have argued that one, you don't bring out fresh evidence at the level of Supreme Court. If that evidence did not emanate from the court of first instance. But according to Atiku's legal team, they have reduced to two instances where Supreme Court allowed fresh evidence. And according to them, that the premises surrounding this particular case meet the condition to enable Supreme Court to accept fresh evidence. There's another issue that has to do with what you didn't ask for, what is not part of your prayers in the originating from the originating court, whether Supreme Court will entertain it. I think that will be left for Supreme Court to decide whether it is they will entertain it or not, because Supreme Court is the arbiter. Don't forget that this case is already before the Supreme Court. There's an extent to which you discuss it, it amounts to prejudice. So we don't want to run foul of the law by going too far into it.
You know, they say Chief Justice of Nigeria has also said it, that no matter how weighty the opinions of the public,
that judgment is always based on law.
That is it. The judgment will prevail. Now,
but even as Chief Justice of Nigeria have said it, you cannot take away the fact that the rot in our system, the judiciary is not left out. We cannot forget in a hurry the issue of Bukachiwa. I'm talking about Senator Bukachiwa, who they were publicly accused or indicted during validatory session of the Ninth Senate of how the husband invaded her privacy, even in the course of duty, to influence judgment in favor of his colleagues and senators. So if we could hear that from a service senator who the wife was a high-ranking member of the judiciary, that it tells you that the rot in our system do not give justice allow justice to prevail.
I think it's a matter of political tussle between Atiku and Tinubu this time around, because Atiku yesterday recalled certain issues that went down between.
Okay, where you were talking about that he said he did not allow the presidency, the Ahmed Tinubu, to be his running mate because he didn't want a Muslim ticket, and he said his position have not even changed even up to today. That Nigeria is a secular state, and it's multi-dimensional, multi-ethnic, multi-religious. That it will not speak good for a Nigeria by composition.
Now, moving on to this same story, the Chicago State, like you said, has released the information, and this has been filed to the Supreme Court, and let's see what comes out of it. But the APC is still insisting that the certificate is not a forged certificate. Now, like we have it here, CSU validated Tinubu'S certificate. Difference in date of certificate, human error.
What you understand from this point is this is a case before Supreme Court. The question you are asking is what the Supreme Court wants to resolve. So no human being in Nigeria have right to say it's fake or it's not fake until the court makes a pronouncement.
You said no human being in Nigeria.
Because it's a matter of prejudice. No.
Country.
You can air your opinion, but since it's a case before Supreme Court, otherwise if you are saying it's fake, it's real, it means you're already deciding the case. You are prejudicing the outcome of the case. So we can hold back our thoughts, our opinion, and wait for the outcome of the case at this level of Supreme Court.
Do you see Obi and Kwakwanso joining Atiku in his quest to get justice?
There is no provision for them to join him because all of them contested on different platforms. Obi contested on Labour Party's platform. Kwakwanso contested on NNPP, New Nigerian People's Party's platform. And Atiku himself contested under People's Democratic Party's platform. So on that basis, there is no way they can form alliance at this level. They will pursue their case independently. Though Kwakwanso is not pursuing any legal battle. Except perhaps in the next round of election, there will be room for realignment, for coming together, for forming alliance. But for now, I don't think alliance will do anybody any favor, as it has to do with the case in court.
Like Reno Mokri said, he said initially he wanted Atiku not to challenge Tinubu on the issue of a certificate in Chicago State University. And don't you think the man cited what might happen in future? That's why
I don't know where Reno Mokri stand anyway, because this is somebody who we know has been supporting Atiku all the while. Maybe because he was seriously against Muhammadu Buhari. And Muhammadu Buhari's government would have arrested him if he had come to Nigeria under his administration. Now we now see a new administration. Maybe Reno Mokri wants to come to Nigeria because the way and manner he's been speaking in favor of Mr. President, it shows that he wants to, maybe he's so hungry anyway, he wants to visit Nigeria. And if he visits, I don't think anybody will harm him. I'm not saying he may have committed any offense under Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Nigeria the way it is. If the government want to arrest you, it is irrespective of whether you commit offense or not. Once you are a critic of government, a popular one for that matter, the government can cook up any issue and arrest such person. So I say perhaps Reno Mokri wants to visit Nigeria, and because the way and manner he talk in favor of Mr. President, it's his choice. I'm not saying he have right to choose what to say, but I understand that before now he have been supporting the former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So the way he jumped over to support Mr. President, it speaks volume of what we may not know. Okay, now away from that, let's quickly move down to Nnamdi Kanu's issue. Supreme Court slates December 15 to determine Nnamdi Kanu's fate. I think we should get out of all these issues about Nnamdi Kanu. I think concerning Nnamdi Kanu's case, it is not on record that the federal government was able to secure a stay of execution of the judgment of the appellate court. I mean the judgment of appeal court that set him free. Recall that the Court of Appeal in Nigeria before now set Nnamdi Kanu free on the basis that they said, based on the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, the federal government has lost every right to prosecute him. As such, he should be released unconditionally. Going by Nigerian law, the only reason you can still keep him is if the federal government was able to secure a stay of execution of that judgment. So for me, I'm not aware. But hence, Supreme Court is handling it. Let's wait and see what their judgment will be. I think once Supreme Court rules, their judgment is the highest arbiter in Nigeria. Once they give judgment, I think it will be binding on everybody. So if anyone that is not obeying it at that level, we can speak to it.
What of situation whereby the people sense that the judgment is not the right judgment?
No, beyond the judgment, there is provision for political solution. Federal government have a right to say, okay, because of public interest, because of peace, we are discontinuing this case. The federal government is not prosecuting through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. The federal government is the same way can decide to write the court and say, we are discontinuing this case. The court will struck it out. So there's various ways of resolving this issue.
All right, before you go, let me still acknowledge the presence of our viewers watching us across the globe. We really appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. I have to acknowledge the presence of Jaja. We have Jaja saying, Reno Mokri, anywhere belle face.
But let me quickly appreciate Mr. Atiku, who I understand is my friend, he's a pastor, for his disposition and the way and manner he always steps in to his interest in Nigerian issues and for his gesture generally to viewers. So to reviewers, I mean to say. So Mr. Atiku, thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Atiku. I appreciate you. Only you're welcome on board.
Yeah, welcome.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm fine.
Okay, as Atiku has said it all. Nigeria's reputation is at stake with the way things are going. There was a conference yesterday which Atiku reeled out many issues to the country. And he has also said that his colleagues, talking about his political colleagues, Obi and Kwakwanso, should join in the quest for justice. I don't think what's presently going on will be, or it's even a dent on Nigeria's image.
See, I'm so shocked with your statements on Atiku. I've said it all. Atiku has been saying things like this that does not hold water for a while. Being a bad loser, he has been contesting the election, he has been losing, and he has been dragging his opponents to the table. Look at when he contested with Buhari. How many years did he spend there? He contested with Buhari, he lost. He contested with Yaradua, late Yaradua, he lost. And he contested, he keep swinging parties all around. So when he's now drawing now, he's looking at people that he can. And so unfortunate, he has a crowd in the Nigerian youth that the government, the successive government have made them redundant and they can't get, separate things, the words of Atiku. They don't even know him more than the way they are looking at him. So Atiku is, I'm not going to get what I want. It's either for all of us to drown together in the same sea. That's the bitter politics. And we've been cautioning him for a while now. His own master said they went on same route. That's Obasanjo. And you could see what ended it. It was fights, calling themselves thieves. Say, Atiku, you're a thief. Mr. President, too, you must be a thief. Because of what? They both dipped their hands in one money that they hope not to dip their hand in it. And when you now look at Atiku antecedents, it's not worthy of coming to, media of this day to even talk. Because how will a custom man at his tender age, he was a custom and he was still engaging in business, side business, which is against the, government's Gazette law on of the employee. And at the same time, this same Atiku, how come from custom, you could be able to accumulate money and bid for intel on a port, and you can still bold enough to tell us that you have to sell that. It was Buhari, that collected the Intel contract from you, and you now decided to sell it, and you made $380 million. Whose money? Still Nigerian money, right? So a lot of them have enjoyed this country, and I'm still so baffled that some youth that languishing in poverty, that Atiku doesn't even know them, they will still keep listening to a character like Atiku. And I'm so shocked. If you say somebody win, they don't attend the university, a fake result, forged result. Tinubu submitted his Chicago State University results, and you went there, you went to verify. The CSU said he was one of our students. He graduated from our school, and he came out with a grade that is equivalent of first class upper, or second class upper. So what are you now saying again? You say he forged the what's it called, the world certificate? No, he forged the documents. He sent that to the INEC, and they asked the school already. So there's a problem in having a deformed, followers, deformed citizen. Now, what happened? They went there. They asked the school. The school said they are not in charge of. There are some vendor that can handle that. And you and I know, if you lose your certificate, you can go to court, swear in affidavit, and come back to, and who are the people that will type your document for you? Are they not the vendors? They are the vendors. So it's the issues of the vendors that handle that if you misplace your document. And they said during the Nadeko time, his certificate was missing. They ransacked his house. Abacha, and truly, the one I witnessed, Abacha sent killers men that get Tinubu dead or alive. It's just like the way they went to Igboho house, the way they went to Nnamdi Kanu to raid him up. That was the scenario then. So it's between him and his God, but truly I knew such things occurred then. So to me, Tinubu case is a no case, because we have voted our president. No matter what anybody want to say, Tinubu is still my president. It's my choice. You pick your own choice too.
Despite the allegations.
I don't count any allegation as anything to me. It's the good leadership I want now. And if I want to now bring them down, and
is it providing that good?
Yeah, we are seeing that. We are seeing that just of recent, what we have never seen before in Nigeria. The decay in Nigeria. There was Grace Olufemi that was hijacked, that was kidnapped by fake cabmen in Abuja. There are some fake people now disguising as cab drivers. They pick up the lady, and they drove her around the states. And what happened? They could not provide money. They used the gun just to get the life out of the lady. And they had to rush that lady to Maitama Hospital in Abuja. Can you believe the so callous people? At times I regret, why did I find myself in this kind of environment where you have a lot of callous people, a lot of, non-entity around me. They lock up the hotel, hospital, until that lady bleeds to death. And that has always been the issues with Nigerian hospitals, the killer hospitals, that go and bring police reports. You know what it will take you, and take you to go to police station to get a report. You know what you will have to part with, and a dying patient will have already died. And the stupid things in that constitution, that if you are involved in such crisis, is 50,000. 50,000, you pay 50,000, you pay 60,000. So and I want to give it to you that the part of the good governance we are saying now is now that the government want to, refix that policy, that it cannot stand any longer. And any hospital that got him involved in this kind of callosity, should be tried. And if not, they should be rotting in jail.
All right, let's move back to the topic we're discussing.
surrender, yeah.
between Atiku
And
and
Tinubu.
Tinubu.
Yeah.
And Atiku has given condition under which he will drop that fight. And the last condition he gave, and his last hope he talked about, is the Supreme Court. The outcome of the Supreme Court will determine if Atiku will drop this fight or not. Now, don't you think, with the way things are going, the Supreme Court might rule in favor of Atiku?
It can never. You know, I'm still saying Atiku, our Alhaji Abubakar, is more or less a desperate politician. He's a desperate politician. He's an extremist politician.
Is Tinubu not a desperate politician as well?
No.
These two guys were best of friends.
I'm weighing.
They were best of friends.
I'm weighing
two
scenario.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm weighing two scenario. Why Atiku every time? Under Obasanjo Atiku, under Buhari Atiku, under what's it called? This same Obi. You know the game he play for this same Obi too. Obi that is just calling out, so you should come and join it to fight the battle. You know, that slot was supposed to be called, be given to the South. You know, the presidency of the, of the PDP, People's Democratic Party, supposed to come down to the South. Atiku hijack it. And the PDP has zoned the presidency to the Southeast already. And Atiku, what's happened? Atiku hijack it. But the APC, they decided that, okay, it's going to be with the South likewise. But who are the active members of that party? They were the Southwest, right? So the Southwest, and Tinubu came out to represent the South under APC. Why Obi ought to represent, the South in PDP? But what did Atiku do? Atiku hijacked. And I'm so sorry about the youth that Atiku has destroyed their life. People like Lucky, because he used to be an errand boy with Atiku. Yeah, he used to be an errand boy with him. So there's no more food now. So all of them are starving the absence of Atiku. So the issue there now, Mr. Abubakar, Atiku, let Nigeria breathe. It's not only you. It's not only you every time. If you do justice, what justice does it? What justice? What justice does Atiku have to do to the question? What justice? You said somebody forged certificate.
Irregularities.
Somebody's forged certificate. Wait, listen. You are a journalist. You need to be very,
I'm asking you questions.
You are a journalist. You need to be very neutral because you yourself, the way you are trending, as if you assume everything Atiku is saying is the way out or is the real message. And I'm telling you all what is bringing out is just a bit of trash. It's a bit of trash. Where was it when he was using that certificate to contest for the National Assembly as a senator in the 1992? Where was he when he contested for governors of Lagos State with that certificate? So Atiku is a bad loser. We all know him, and he's dragging a lot of these youth into his into his space.
But why is he having this kind of controversy surrounding his educational background, his age, so many things like that?
His educational background,
his age as well is questionable.
I'm so shocked you as a journalist.
No, I'm asking you. I said, why is this?
There's nothing controversy in the sense that the school you went to, he has directed you to the school, and you went to the school, you collected the certificates, right? And they told you that this guy graduated from our school. What else do you want? Why is it that our brains are so shallow that we don't even reason the way other people reason in it? So I don't understand what they say.
All right, Kunle, let's move away from that. Let's move down to another story. We have a Supreme Court splitting December 15 to determine the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Good luck to him if they release him. Good luck to, but it has to take a process. Same thing like Igbo.
What process? Kule, detention for over how many years? Over 2 years.
Detention for over how many years? Yeah, but you know the law of Nigeria. Once you've been arraigned and you've been, pardoned to go and sin no more, and you went back to the same crime, do you know you will just be left scot-free? The freedom then he had was go home and make peace. We don't want to see people around you gathering together again. And Barebe put 100 million naira down as a shorty. You know, and he himself was a bit disappointed.
But the same court gave verdict that he should be released.
He should be released.
So why is still under this?
But they can still the same court that gave verdict. The government can still go back and they apply their whole, another case. You know, the institute there, another case.
So what advice would you give to the federal government?
What advice is they should let the sleeping dog lie.
By doing what?
By releasing him. And when they release Nnamdi Kanu, he himself should compose himself. Okay. Because you cannot fight governments. That's why I always tell these people, you cannot fight governments. After God is government. But this man, this an old man that is saying they will fight for his right, they are here in Lagos, they're enjoying themselves, eating 3 square meal. Kanu is in this thing, and you are pushing him to, I don't know for this. How many of them have gone to that Kirikiri, or what's it called, where he was locked, to go and show solidarity? Okay, I want to stay in the prison with Kanu. All these people, he listened to the voices of the.
To give other people a chance to speak. To give some of the other viewers to talk. You can watch us on our sister channel. On that channel for quality news, programs, quality information, latest information in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Flip TV Plus, that's sister channel. Please do subscribe on that channel. You can also watch us on Facebook, live on Facebook. Currently on Facebook, you can watch us there. All right, you want to sneeze or what?
You know why I'm covering my face?
Oh, I thought you wanted.
I'm covering my face. I expect Kule to cover his face. To be ashamed now. You see, yes.
Ashamed for.
I expect Kule to cover his face. And Kule still pull.
On what ground?
Still talking.
Cover his face on what ground?
My brother, you see,
the result has been released. The academic record has been released by the Chicago State University.
I don't know why Nigeria.
And the university, the institution, the manager of the institution said he graduated from the school and he also attended the school. So I don't know.
And the result he brought to INEC.
Okay.
No, they know nothing about it. The meaning of that is what they're telling us that the result of that school is not what Tinubu present to the INEC. That's number one. Number two, the one he brought for one of the school there in the US to the Chicago University is female. F. Everything is not hiding. Everything is showing. Let me tell you what Atiku is doing is for me and you, our children. Not him. Atiku is gone. He's almost 70-something years now. But for our children coming aboard, if a Miss-Woman can come out and apologize to the whole world because he fought, what do you expect? I expect Tinubu to say, I'm sorry, Nigeria, I'm sorry. To go to Asorok now. It's a shameful thing. Now that's why I cover my face. I expect Kule to cover his face. It's a very shameful thing. Let's say the truth. Atiku is not fighting for Nigeria. Not himself. He's gone.
Atiku fighting for Nigeria.
Yes.
For his own self.
So that tomorrow, those who fought the results.
These are politicians, you know.
Let me tell you what I say is fighting for Nigeria now.
Okay.
He have exposed many things. Those who are
fighting results for himself or is fighting for Nigeria? I want to
for him to take that boldness, don't forget, he did not started it. Gani Fahmi started it. You know that. Gani Fahmi started it. They went to prostrate, begging Gani Fahmi, 1939, that please, it's your brother, allow him to go. Gani Fahmi will be happy in a way he is now that, yes, the truth have my hand is clean for him fighting his brother. But today, Atiku have exposed Tinubu that result we are parading is fake. And the old Nigeria. Let me tell you, I watched television this morning when the APC and PDP were debating. But the APC man, what they are saying, we should move forward. Move forward in Nigeria. Okay, man, when the head is rotting, the leg cannot walk.
You said Atiku has exposed
many things
that the certificate
that
is
is
tendered to INEC is fake.
Yes.
But the same
Let me ask
Atiku is waiting for the verdict of the Supreme Court.
He said if the Supreme Court said Tinubu is the winner, he will no problem. If they say him, no problem. But he has been able to tell Nigeria that Tinubu have no certificate. That's it. And again, let me tell you, in Lagos Island, Federal Government College, Tinubu said he graduated 1970. While that school was established in 1974, that one alone said, what do you think? Are we showing example to our children in university? My son cannot forge the result. And if he does that, I will beat him, I will disgrace him. But now, who is wise? Now, is it the junior, the children, and the old men? So what Tinubu did is very wrong. Even the media age, they are tired. Okay, Mike, let me give an example now. You lock a door, your son wants to enter that room. You say, don't enter. Abi, you demand good police not to enter that door. But at the end, you shouldn't enter the door. Something is wrong somewhere. Why did Tinubu go to court and said they should not release? Release one, don't release the second one. Why? Something case and unknown.
And there are reports flying everywhere that the Chicago State University said the results or the document given to INEC by Tinubu is authentic.
No. They said the result Tinubu present to INEC, they know nothing about it. That's what
I said.
Yes.
We need to be very, very careful.
That's on the live now, live. This is the old ones had it yesterday now. The old one had it yesterday. They know nothing, but Tinubu attend Chicago University. But the result he present to INEC is they don't know anything. Can you, my brother, see, let's move away from that side. See, okay, let me ask you, sir. 1999, Tinubu went to swear affidavit to present to the INEC. Why did not do that now? Because something is wrong somewhere. Okay, why is it presenting, protecting Atiku not to go to court and get that verdict? Today, the court said, release that result to Atiku. And the result was released. Atiku come out of the air and announce to the world. So, Tinubu even sent some governors, APC governors, to go and beg Atiku. Atiku said no. So, the big men, the politicians, are exposing themselves. But the junior ones are watching. If you like, you say Tinubu, you do well. If you not like, Atiku, you do well. But what we are saying, for tomorrow, for our children, to do the right thing. So all these 40 results will not continue. So it's a bad thing, it's a disgrace. Only fear I'm afraid is that so that Trump will not use that one again, because Trump told our president Buhari that he's a sick man. I got to be shareholder, so that we don't know the next language is going to give us now. But it's a very shameful thing. If our president go to America, they'll be telling you that the president has forged the result. It's a shame. It's a shame. Nigeria should bury them. Their shame. So it's a very disgraceful.
All right, thank you so much.
So, sorry, the Nnamdi case.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yes, Kule spoke very well concerning that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. For me, I supported that. Nnamdi Kanu should be released so that at least the Southeast can have peace. On that December 15th, I'll be happy that at least let all governors come together and make sure that Nnamdi Kanu God obey Constitution, obey the law. God said, release this man. Why don't you release this man? So you see, Nigeria is, I don't know, I'm not happy with this country now. Things are just worse. And we go to police station, no way, nothing. Tinubu should now do something. Already, shame has come, but let's forget about it and let's move forward. But the thing is that Nigeria need to move forward.
All right, Lucky, before you go, I think I need to clear the doubts of many Nigerians and some of the people watching us right now. It's here, and as much as we try as much as possible to be careful, we still need to unveil the information we have. Okay, CSU, that's the Chicago State University, confirms diploma Tinubu submitted to INEC valid. So sometimes if one doesn't give you Guys, or if you want to express,
wait,
let me read it. Let me read it. If one doesn't give you the opportunity or the chance to express your views, it will look as if one is denying you of whatever you want to say, okay, of your own opinion. Now, the Chicago State University CSU has insisted that the diploma certificate submitted by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, was valid. CSU's registrar, Caleb Westberg, who stated this, also insisted that Tinubu graduated from the institution on June 22, 1979. Now, moving further, according to some of them are saying it's not correct. Okay, let's according to Westberg, whatever discrepancies that may exist in either date, font. Listen very well. Hello, can you listen? Rafa, can you listen?
Go ahead.
That is why sometimes I just give you the chance to talk first.
Go ahead.
Listen to me. David, are you listening? According to Westberg, whatever discrepancies that may exist in either the date, font, signature, or seal in the earlier issued copy of the certificate and the certified copy issued later are immaterial, as they could have occurred owing to human errors.
That one alone, sir.
Let's
zero. That one alone is zero.
Okay.
That one is a lie.
Let me just read it out.
Yes.
The CSU registrar stated this: a 7-paragraph affidavit is sworn to before the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois. He said in the United States, diplomas are considered merely ceremonial documents, even though some other countries may consider more. Westberg added that in the US, more reliance is placed on transcripts and not on diplomas. I just want to clear this.
Okay, good.
In the affidavit marked 2023 L006854, expressed its readiness to testify in relation to the facts stated in the affidavit. I think we have the story.
Okay. Now, where did you get this, sir? Where did you get this? Information. Good. But what light? What light?
You can see it.
Tinubu went to Chicago University. Yes, I agree, went there. But what they are saying, the certificate is tendered to INEC. They are not aware of that certificate.
But the registrar.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's what the registrar said. It's an authentic.
No.
I don't know.
He said, listen, he did not say Tinubu do not go to Chicago University, but the certificate he presented INEC is quite different from their own. That is it. That's the point of contention there.
So let's wait for.
He did not say that Tinubu do not go to.
Let's wait for the
Chicago, but the Supreme. Don't forget. Don't forget Tinubu said my certificate lost when Abacha came to his house. Where did you get that one he gave to? Where did you get that one he gave to? See, Kule, cover your face. Cover your face.
I think I've been able to read parts of the information.
No, you do it.
You read that now. I know, no matter what I say, some will not still agree, some will not still concur. No, I'm not supporting you, Kule, and I'm not opposing anybody. You have your right to express your views. How you getting me now? Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr.
How you doing?
Fine. Very wonderful Friday morning. And back to the question.
Okay. Now, is our reputation really at stake? Just as Atiku has stated yesterday?
It is because I actually listened carefully to what we read.
Okay.
And I want to say it categorically here. And I want to emphasize that there was never a time the CSU registrar came out publicly and said that result Tinubu's submitted to INEC was valid. I will say it again. The phrase he used was that the result did not emanate from CSU. That was what the registrar said, that the result did not emanate, that phrase, from CSU. Now, he said, I want to be factual here, and I don't want to bias. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, did he get admission to the school? Yes. Did he graduate from the school? I don't know. There was never a time the CSU came out register said Bola Ahmed Tinubu graduated, but did he get admission? Yes, he did. Along the process, what happened? He might get admission, probably something might happen. So, okay, now, if truly Bola Ahmed Tinubu get admission, Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday said the school has vendors that used to replicate lost results. And the school came out and said the school does not hire any vendors to issue any results that is being lost. The school does not contract results that is being issued, a lost result. The schools are debunked it yesterday. I'm not saying because I follow one media house. I follow CSU registrar. When he come out to say, when he said Tinubu gain admission in their school, that Tinubu name is in their school database, he came out and said that publicly, which every Nigerian saw it. But what he said is that the results he presented to INEC did not emanate from them. That was the phrase he used. So where Bola Ahmed Tinubu got his own result from, it is less known to him. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, now the school also said it will only take you $50 for you to apply for your result. $50. So are you saying since 1992, Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not have $50 for him to apply for results? So I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in the best position to answer that question. I think there is a lot of discussion passes where there is a lot of rumor. He graduated. But one thing I want to say is that in 1990, when he was contesting for the post of governor, Tinubu swore affidavit to back his results. Now, in as much as you know that the results are not on ground, what stopped you from using your SSC certificate?
Secondary school.
Our constitution says before you become president, at least you must be well read. At least. Yes, sir. Why in 1999, when he wanted to become governor, why did he have to swear affidavit? Why not present his school cert? So these are issues we need to ask ourselves. Okay, fine. My results, my BSc has been stolen or lost. Why now I have
my
alternative? Why can't I? Okay, INEC, this is my primary school. Now go to what's the field in the INEC portal. Secondary school blank. Primary school blank. Is it possible? Thank God you read it here yourself. That this is a process. You cannot just go to university without not attending primary school, secondary school. Tinubu might have gone to those schools, but I don't know. If you have gone to those schools, it should have put them in where INEC demanded for it. And then for this issue of Tinubu graduated or not, Tinubu should at least address, he is the president, his spokesman should come and address Nigerians to clear the doubt, because there are a lot of rumors flying in. For Atiku to have gone to that school, nobody, I tell people here that most of us don't know Atiku, Tinubu, more than Atiku. Don't forget, these men are political partners, these men are businessmen for more than something years.
We're friends.
Up to now, for him to have gone extra length, now you don't know which Atiku. If you come in the back, and when you ask Mr. Lucky that is Atiku doing it for Nigeria? No, he's doing it for his own interest.
Okay.
Because
politics,
yes,
because he said he's doing it for Nigeria.
Not for Nigerians.
And I asked him that question.
Yes,
is it for his own selfish interest for Nigeria?
He's doing it for your own
because
interest.
he has been pursuing this ambition.
Politics is a game of interest. He knows that he has lost the election. So whatever way he needs to bring Bola Ahmed Tinubu down, he will pursue that at any means. So for Atiku to have gone, Atiku and Tinubu, they have started business. Those are the most prominent politicians now. And these men are friends. Don't listen to what Atiku said yesterday in the news. He said in 2007, he said he declined to pick Bola as his running mate, Tinubu as his running mate in 2007. So for him to have people for him to have refused that fact, they don't accept it. So for Atiku to have, people say, for Atiku to have insisted, say, check their results. Something get there. They don't know Tinubu. I've not seen him. I don't know him. So these two men, they be political allies. So for him to have said, like this result must come out, you know what he's saying. So if truly the result is being forged, Bola Ahmed Tinubu now I think.
Let me just cut you a bit. Now you have on Punch newspaper, the 4th of October. Tinubu attended Chicago Varsity. That Tinubu attended Chicago Varsity. Okay. Registrar testifies in U.S. court.
Yeah, Registrar Tinubu attended. No, I want you to also Google now. Did the
it's a very controversial issue.
The results issued to Tinubu, was he emanated from the school? That is the question. Anybody can go to school. But what happened now? The subject matter is. I think the problem here is. The subject matter is. One is submitted. That's why INEC. That is the issue. Somebody said, "I'm not." No, he did not submit. No, INEC said the one he submitted to the school did not emanate from them. Tinubu might graduate. Nobody's arguing that. But the one he submitted to INEC now, you know what forgery means. You might graduate, but you lost result. Now, what stops you from reaching out to the school that, see, I lost my result, so please replace my results? It is simple.
Okay, can I read it again? Can I read this? Now, Registrar of Chicago State University, Caleb Westberg, on Tuesday, swore under oath that President Bola Tinubu attended and graduated from the institution in 1979. Okay. This one said forget my APC. You see what you are saying? I don't understand. I'm reading the information that is here to you. Weisberg also admitted that the admission letter issued to the Nigerian president evidently proved he was a male and attended the school between 1977 and 1979. Now, are you telling us that the government must have bought
no government is buying Punch has always been opposed of opposition. But one thing is
very, very objective on issues. But now, it said there were materials in Mr. Tinubu's record that showed he was a male in the application to Chicago State University. Mr. Tinubu identified himself as a male. His letter of admission identified him as a male. It says, "Dear Mr. Tinubu." Is there somebody that wrote it?
I don't see it.
No. You see, that's why I'm very careful on this issue. Even when check the comment section, you will see what the viewers are doing to themselves there.
Mr. Michael. But now, when the registrar said that, but I wanted to also Google. I said, Google, that the results issued to him, did it come from the school? And the result is submitted to INEC. Is it from the school? Now, Tinubu said something. The school came out yesterday that said they don't have vendors. Tinubu said it was the school vendors he used to replace his results. Now, the school is saying they have never contacted any vendor that give out results. So Tinubu should come out clean and tell Nigerians what is happening. Tinubu is in the best position to explain this, because you said the results you gave INEC was being issued by the school vendors, and the school said they don't have any vendors. You saw what CSU said yesterday. They don't have any vendors. So you said you lost your result. Tinubu might have graduated from the school, but the one he gave INEC, was it forged? That is the question. Now you've lost. Now truly you went to school. You lost your results. Since when Abacha invaded the house? Why can't you reach out to the school to get the result again? It's simple. If I lose my results, okay, Tinubu, when you want to become governor, you saw affidavit. Yes. Now, if it's simple, your school lose your results, go your school, apply for results again, and let people see. Coming to tell us vendors or no vendors. So INEC too should come out. Atiku to have made press conference yesterday. He has facts. Atiku said it yesterday that result was forged. He said it yesterday that result. So now it is left for the Supreme Court to accept that evidence. One thing I want to say is that Supreme Court, any verdict that is made there has become a law. In 2005, Supreme Court accepted Rotimi Amechi and then this not ordinary. Celestine Omeya evidence. So I want to appeal to them to be objective. Supreme Court should not dismiss this evidence. This evidence was dismissed in appeal court because of lack of merit and then evidence. Now, Atiku has evidence. He has everything to prove it. So let them cross-check, do their own findings, rather than them, because it's a very bad thing in our institution. Not only to the board, most of these senators, governors, parade fake results.
Yes.
Majority of them. So please, if you want this whole issue of forgery to end, please, this is except Tinubu that see everything about him is unknown. His school is unknown. His sisters are unknown. His mother is unknown. His father is unknown. All his school. Imagine someone going to school before they create school.
That's the college.
Yes. Going to a school before the school.
Going to existed.
Away from this, Nnamdi Kanu's case, what do you expect from the federal government? What do you expect from the Supreme Court?
The Supreme Court has fixed 15th of December to
determine his fate.
But what I want to say is that the appeal courts, though, have said Nnamdi Kanu should be freed. And one thing I want to tell Nigerian government is that secession and then agitation is also an ideology. Some person started it, elapsed for some years. So irrespective of that, Nnamdi Kanu, even if it's not achieved now, someone will still trigger this thing again. Something that is been running in the minds of people. Government can't just easily take that thing off. The best way is that, why don't you sit on the round table with these people, dialogue with them? Because if you say you don't want to dialogue with them, a child that is unborn will still wake up tomorrow and then chat from Biafra. How old was Nnamdi Kanu when Atiku fought? It was about 2 years. Now he's chanting again. So a child that is even unborn.
Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, and we have Simon Ekpa
now chanting. So a child that is not even born now might still wake up tomorrow and still chant Biafra. So I think the best approach is government should find a long-lasting solution, dialogue with them on okay, what do you want? Southeast. Okay, this and this is what we'll do, this and this. And then let peace reign. Because nobody, no tribe will want to be sidelined. Nigeria belongs to everybody, not to one man. If a tribe has been sidelined, it is not good. And then my advice is that government, Bola Tinubu, is a very wise man. So please, whatever he needs to do, just for peace to reign, he should do that to this region.
All right, thank you so much. Just like Odulade said, yeah, he agrees with peace talk. I think
Thank you, David. Good morning, viewers. I want you guys to be very, very careful. Mike, David has spoken too well. And the way Kule is attacking David, while the guy is on hot sick, is not advisable and is unethical. When you talk about the field of journalism, on the field of journalism, this is like road talk show. We are not sitting down in the studio. If we sat down on the studio, somebody can encounter you to the level of that. But when we are just doing road show, if Kule know that he has points, he would have just come, sit by the side, then they would debate. I didn't understand. So let me tell you one point. Viewers, we are here to learn. We are not here to attack anybody. Everybody that comes here is to what? Send his own knowledge, make it known to everybody. Like me, I often stand on this point to tell you that I don't support Badete. I'm a very blunt something. Good morning, everybody, and listen to me. David said, thank you, Buhari, Tinubu. Do the needful. Consider Nnamdi Kanu, bring him out. Nobody should sideline any tribe in Nigeria. That's a good talk. Then again, I have another correction to give him when he says that Tinubu is a wise man. From my own understanding of wisdom, Tinubu has never ever, depict anything that indicates he's a wise man. Because by mere definition of wisdom, defining wisdom is when you have the ability to remove the bad from good.
to remove the good from the bad. That is when you know that a man is loaded with wisdom. I didn't understand. Wisdom is when you know the word of insight, when you throw out the word of insight to people. I think understand. If you are fully loaded with knowledge, I think it's wisdom that brings about knowledge. So when you are telling the whole world that Tinubu is a wise man, no. Tinubu is a cheap criminal. See, a criminal is when you commit an act of criminality and cover it and beat the brain of everybody. Are you listening to me? That is when they call you a criminal. I didn't understand. People should begin to look at criminal at this angle. If you read the James Hadley Chase, there are some criminals, Hadley Chase will be telling you that they track and trace them for where.
Has he been able to beat the brains of Nigerians on the issue of Chicago State University?
Chicago issue, CSU.
Has he been able to defeat our minds?
Our minds. He has been able to soil our mind with shame and disgrace. As I'm talking to you now, Mike, I'm telling myself, what if I find myself in South Africa, SA tomorrow, or in Egypt? How am I going to tell the people over there that I'm a Nigerian? And when Tinubu has drag us, my prestige, my integrity on the poto, on the mud. Simple because he has money. Simple because he plays God. He sees himself as a God to Nigeria. God. Are you listening to me? I will say, how am I going to tackle my friends in Southern Africa? I debate a lot on social media. Tackle my friends, Miss Hadley in UK. Tackle my friend, what is that his name? Pere from France, but he lives in Canada. I have many friends outside. I didn't understand. So Tinubu has not been able to defend himself clearly. Tinubu has been able to rob the whole Nigerians in diaspora, especially poto mud on their faces. We are now having a president that submitted a fake certificate to the INEC. See, let me tell you, what you are reading out on phone, from your phone, might not be right. Let me use the word might. Ask me why. There are many types of Google. There are many breaking news on social media.
Especially on this issue.
Thank you. Especially on this issue. Mike, that very particular day, they issued this certificate, accurating that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's sex is questionable. That is FF. That is what is there. Female. Okay. Another breaking news. Another Google. Another breaking news. Different stories. See, the only news we have here that is authentic is what Atiku came back with from Chicago University. That's the only correct news. Any news that comes from here is based on what? Hearsay. That's heresy. Speculations. Are you listening to me? Let me tell you, motopark talk, beer parlor talk. Many Google day. Many Google day. If you go ask Google now, the highest mountain in the world, the measurement. Mountain Everest, from where? They will tell you China. Some will tell you Himalaya. Some will tell you Brazil. The highest mountain, they will come with many countries. Sidelining Tibet, Nepal. Where it is. How many meters? The measurement, which is 8,000 plus. Many answers will come from here. There will be many meters. So let us forget all this social media thing. Let us face the reality. Are you listening to me? Atiku came with documents from Chicago. And that document will be examined when the spring court commences. Either next month, or this month, or December, whenever. What Atiku came from Chicago, CSU, indicates that Tinubu, when he was senator in Nigeria, he forged the result. The certificate he submitted was fake. When Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007, he submitted forged certificate. Do you know how? Blessed memory, let's Ganifa with me, the erudite Yoruba lawyer, tackled Tinubu then, 24 years ago. It was the same Abbas of Yoruba land that Obasanjo commanded to stand up. Stand up, all of you. Stand up before I shoot you. I'm a retired manager. Stand up. They stood up. Sit down. They sit down. Stand up. They stood up. The same Abbas
They went to Ghana for me and pleaded with Ghana for me. Ejo. Ghana for me was the person that spotted this error. Oga Tinubu, you did not go to Chicago University. May his soul rest in peace. Ghana for me's soul is now resting in peace. And if it happened that he has resurrected in terms of reincarnation in one of his children, that boy, that girl is excelling. They go because their father told the truth. Their father is a custodian of truth. I mean, Ghana, follow me. So, Mike, everything about Tinubu, let me tell you, the governor of Lagos State 24 years ago was a fake person. They should probe him. They should strip him of everything given to him when he was governor. Because he paraded a fake result. Nigerian constitution must not be made that malleable. Turn it this way, turn it that way. To the level that Abuja, that is Federal Capital Territory, because of due to this 2023 presidential election, Abuja is now a state. They turn our constitution as they like. They turn our constitution is now having tentacles, stimuli. It can respond to the sun, it can respond to the water, it can respond diagonal, it can respond horizontal, it can respond up. Phototropic, geotropic, because of what they have acquired over the years. Immunities, nonsense immunities. See, let me tell you, Atiku must come with that document, and we must respect it. I don't believe on this.
To accept defeat and lick his wound.
Who?
The APC.
The APC chieftains, juggernauts, were busy 2 days ago singing their songs. PDP is chasing shadows. PDP is doing dates. PDP is a failure. The whole APC members, they are failures. And let me tell you, retribution, nemesis, whatever word I wanted to use here before, and I use now. Let me tell you, should go against those people. They are the one that brought this world to us. Since 2015, APC has been a devilish, satanic party, political platform on the continent of Africa. Even right now, as I'm talking to you, the reason why we are still subjects to the West is because of this fake, idiotic political platform called APC. They are dragging us backward. You've seen the damages that Buhari did to Nigerians for 8 years. Now another person has come, and they are trying to tell me that the rascalities of Nigerian judiciary will not allow this man to be there. Again, are we unwell? Mike, are we sick? Why can't Nigerians see the truth and follow it? Why can't the truth cost us our blood? Why are we afraid of people in khaki wielding gun at us? Can gun shoot a spirit? Why are Nigerians so unwell? Nigerians so unwell, mentally deranged. Why are Nigerians? They have seen the right road, the right route. They are following Appian ways, walkways, path road, instead of going straight. Listen and listen good. Listen, Mike, and listen good. This Supreme Court decision, I predict, will be the last bent judgment. Though we have already been hearing, seeing pre-judgment, judgment before the judgment. Are you listening to me? Ever Nigeria will have on this continent, because I'm telling you that I'm talking to you now. Obi will follow this case. You ask last question to David. You made mention of one person there that attracted my heart. You asked him about Nnamdi Kanu, appeal court and this court. Nnamdi Kanu was set free how many months ago? He has been vindicated that everybody has right for secession. If you're in any country and your region you feel are not well treated, you have right to seed. See the way, succeed, secession. See the way, break out. Evolve your own platform and emancipate yourself. Emancipation of the first Jewish state in Africa must be. We have signed it, we have concised it, we have hammered it, we use hammer. Biafra must come to Biafra. And anybody, I'm talking, I repeat again, that doesn't like Biafra,
what is playing out now on the political platform of Nigeria is what? The same thing. There is some reason why Nnamdi Kanu has been ranting and chanting. Don't go, Obi. If you win, they won't give you. Don't contest, Igbo man. If you win, they will not give you. I have many of my friends here. They were just shouting at me, Raf.
Right,
Are you supporting Obi again at the same time, Biafra? Right, I said yes. Those my friends, they said, Raf, if Obi wins this election, they won't give him. I fought the guy. The guy is from Olu. Hope of the mass community.
What are you expecting from the Supreme Court?
See, let me tell you. Obi has won. They failed to give him. Nnamdi Kanu must be set free because the same thing he was agitating for happened today. It's happening. The whole judges, the whole judiciary, they turn to rascals overnight.
You expect his freedom on the 15th or come 15th of December, right?
Listen, as an Igbo man,
okay.
I believe in God. Listen and listen good. I don't care. I don't care. Nnamdi Kanu was freed how many months ago? If they free Nnamdi on December, come December, shame will be upon Tanko. Shame will be upon Malami. Shame will be upon the so-called dead man that absconded into Niger. Shame will be upon him. Shame will be upon Nigerian politicians, especially the southeastern governors, all the political governors, all the politicians, the main politicians in Igbo land. Hope Uzodinma, shame will be upon all of them if they really listen and they can come December. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let's quickly. One, how you doing?
I'm cool.
Good to have you.
What's happening in the neighborhood there?
Yeah, a lot.
Some many situations.
But
Nigeria has many language, many tribalistic role, and many problematic. That's why Nigeria is difficult. You understand? So what is happening now? What are you trying to do?
We are talking about the legal battle
between who? Atiku is a Tata. You don't know of a Tata. See, now say, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and God was with the word. You see that flavor language? Atiku was in the system many years ago. Now so rocky with the boss of job about Yabo. They don't forget when they swallow money, they chop money anyhow. Why is that crying wolf now? Kuari 3 times can Sarabi name. Under who? Under Atiku was a vice of Obasanjo. Am I speaking reality? Kuari cry, shed chest. He never cry. He never cry. He never cry. All of a sudden when they talk that story. So I tell you reality. You want the reality. I tell you the truth. Atiku will forget about those story. Go and repair Adamawa State. It's one of the poorest northern states in Nigeria. What is the impact? You want to contest election by half? You want to win by all means? You can't win by all means. You win. You win by the people. Where is your people? If they are real human beings, people go enter street for them. Am I communicating with you? If they are real human beings, Nigeria no value. If they don't say value their soul, they go enter street for him because of Tinubu. But who enter street? They just spending dollars everywhere. When we there, we never trust his money. They will not say no pretend. Now we and God will take care of ourselves. Where are you going? Go to America, go to US. See, the deal has been done. I already told you before that this tribunal of a team, it will go. This Chicago America certificate of a team, it will go. See, they prearrange the language. They are mafia. You are mafia and the mafia. One must win. Mafia control the government of the world. In mafia time to expire. You can't rewrite it again. You can't eat the cake again. Time is gone. Let us go to another chapter.
Okay. Before I proceed, I really need to tell you that one of the viewers, has stretched hands of love to you.
Oh, God will bless you.
Told me to give you something.
God will bless him forevermore. Yeah. God will multiply his energy, and he give him more focus in life. Because life is coming. Because life is coming. What you see today, you don't even know what is happening tomorrow. What will happen tomorrow will be better than today for you in Jesus' name. I live with the reality of the house of him.
Can you now say that sometimes you don't need to force people to...
Don't force anybody. See, let me say one thing. Don't force human being on yourself. Don't try to be a Lord. You are no Lord. God is Lord of Lord, King of King. I am that I am.
And that's why
the truth is set you free.
Flip TV is bigger than any individual. I get him now.
Guys,
soldier goes,
soldier come.
Barracks, waiting.
Yeah, but you must respect the institution
That is it. That is it. We must respect the institution.
You must respect.
And I really appreciate you.
And God will bless you. And bless Swift TV.
All right. Thank you so much. Before we go, let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, December 15th has been slated for a day to determine his fate.
Okay, see, let me tell you one thing. See, we are in Nigeria here. Nigeria is very large, larger than any continent. According to the spiritual realm, according to the physical language, we are large. Nowhere in this earth for Nigeria human being no day. Whether there's a forest, human being they live. We must see Nigeria person there. So give respect to Nigeria. See, government, this present government, I should give them advice. Let that man go and let peace reign in Nigeria. Because the Easterners are one of the largest groups in Nigeria here. And they are productive. You understand what I'm saying? See, don't create enmity. You are creating those boys. Those boys are annoying. They are annoying. If you are me, I go annoying. If not you, go annoying. So why? Somebody yesterday called freed him. And there was jubilation. Everybody was happy. So peace now came. At the end, the so-called Malami, or who is Malami? Is Malami see in the government now? You see the government, because I never hear of it. I know one day we will go. But his name is a wrong name forevermore. In the history of Nigeria, somebody Malami is a zero home. We don't want peace. So I pray for this present government to bring peace to us. Let Nnamdi Kanu go free and let us have peace in that region. Because that region and here we are all one. If that place don't have peace, here we don't have peace. There side we don't have peace. Everybody will be annoyed. Annoyance is a violence. Please let there be peace in Nigeria. Jigaba, I know I like you, I don't like you, but let there be peace. Because of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He came for peace. He said, peace. Let Nigeria be peace.
All right, thank you so much. You are wonderful, brother. We'll see you after the program. All right? Yeah, thank you so much. All right, Michael. Good morning.
Hello, Michael. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Viewers about the world.
All right. Before I move into the program or the topic of our discussion today, one of the viewers in the US stretched arms of love to you. Now, I want you to appreciate him. Of course, I think you've spoken with the person, right? Okay. And you can appreciate him. He has told us not to disclose his identity.
I was trying to be sure if you really wanted us to do this and all of that.
Don't need to mention his name. Just appreciate it. I think he's watching.
I appreciate you, sir, for your love. I'm grateful. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, Michael, what's your take on all these hula padu, all this noise about Atiku, Tinubu? Of course, the Supreme Court has the final say. Atiku has stated yesterday that it's a matter of no retreat, no surrender. But the only thing that can make him, or that will make him drop this fight, is the verdict of the Supreme Court. Michael, is there anything you want to say concerning this issue? Because we've been hitting on this issue for many weeks now.
Thank you, Michael. I think there's no point overflogging the issue. It is already before the Supreme Court. And Atiku addressed the World Press Conference, at the World Press Conference yesterday, and stated all that he has been doing for some time now, and the new documents he's been able to obtain from Chicago State University to buttress his case at the Supreme Court. So we look forward to him harmonizing those documents before the Supreme Court. If they are still, they could still be entertained at that level. I can't be able to tell now. So we look forward to the Supreme Court giving verdicts, the cases before them, and we must give them that right, which the Constitution has also given them to interpret the law. So to so do, and a number of these, couple of these, I think that should happen. But it's an interesting time in our nation. It's an interesting time to be a Nigerian. I believe it's a lot of work in their hands in terms of interpreting, especially some of the fresh evidences that is coming out from Atiku and all of that. So we look forward to them doing justice to what is before them.
Michael, it's an interesting one indeed. Very interesting. And like you always say, it's the beauty of democracy. All right, so far so good. How would you rate or describe Atiku's journey to Chicago State University? How would you describe it? His quest for justice. How would you describe it?
I mean, I must commend him. I'm not his spokesperson, but I want to commend Atiku Abubakar. Not his journey to always approach the courts. This starts from, I don't forget, a couple of years back against Muhammadu Buhari, against I think Jonathan. He has always probably believed in the judiciary, and I think the only alternative to doing that is anarchy. So he has always chose that part of having the courts to determine what happens, and all of that. Anytime he feels aggrieved, anytime he feels not to have gotten what he deserves, he approaches the courts, and most of the time he follow up to the Supreme Court level. So this is not the first time. I believe it's not even the second that Atiku will be getting to the Supreme Court over such a stand. And I think in a democracy that must be commended because the only alternative to seeking justice from the courts is anarchy, and I don't think we want that.
Don't you think if at the end of the day the Supreme Court rules in favor of Atiku, that will crash the political career of Atiku in the nation? Don't you think so? Don't you think that will be the end of the road for Atiku politically?
Yeah, Atiku Abubakar is not a rookie. I believe this is somebody that has been in politics for a very long time, maybe as far back as the 80s or thereabout. So he to some extent, I believe he understands the game. He knows the implication of his actions. So I don't think he needs any advice from people like us in terms of what he's pursuing. Whatever happened to his political career, he knows the implication of what he's going for, and I think he has every right to so do.
Definitely, he's prepared for anything.
Exactly.
All right, on Nnamdi Kanu's case, what do you have to say? December 15. What do you have to say?
I think we've been on this route for too long. I believe we should begin to respect our courts. And I think that is part of what leadership in our country has failed to do for some time. There will be verdicts from the courts and it will be ignored. They will always come up with reasons why they are doing so. Sometimes they push some of those disobedience, I will call it, to national, for the interest of national, or in the interest of national security. They push a lot of illegalities under that word. But I think when courts make pronouncement that a particular an accused person should be released, I think there should be compliance, especially when it comes from an apex court. We have seen disobedience not once or thereabouts concerning Nnamdi Kanu. If he has committed a crime, he should have his days in court. Evidence should be provided and judgment should be given. What I don't subscribe to, that in a democracy you keep an accused person perpetually. I think it's not acceptable in a democracy.
Thank you so much, Michael. Many thanks, Michael. Thank you. Okay. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine.
Your name?
Yeah, my name is Dele Ezike now, your musician. And I do say, yes, my brother.
All right, you've been listening to our analysts.
Yes, now. Yes. Today, let's say thank God today is Friday.
TGIF.
Yeah, thank God.
Most of them even forgot to call that word, TGIF.
Sure, now.
I think because of the hot issue on ground. You forgot to call TGIF.
It's waiting with TGIF. Some people know they get rest from Monday to Sunday.
So what do you say about this whole story? Atiku, Tinubu, the case has been brought back to Nigeria and the Supreme Court is to handle it. One has the final say.
One thing I can say is this. Atiku know what he is doing. But I don't think this is supposed to be do or die stuff.
Okay.
But let's just think, we as a citizen, if you are chasing something and you don't see it, and you still chasing, that shows that maybe God doesn't want you to. And when you keep focusing, he has already shows that when you now reach there is nothing you will achieve. Nothing you are going to achieve. Have you ever seen a white man go this kind of extra mile like 5 times, like 6 times? You have been chasing something. So definitely you are doing it for a selfish interest, because if it is interest for people, believe me, you're supposed to know, okay, maybe these people doesn't want me, then you come. But now you are doing it for it. To me, they are just looking power. They are doing it for selfish interest. Now go to the state, I think it's Adamawa, right? Go is a part of poorest state in Nigeria. What has he done here? What has he done? As in which kind establishment, which kind development? So they are keeping pursuing this presidency of the thing.
It's not the only one that has been pursuing it. That have been, contesting every maybe for 4 years.
Yes.
Soweto has been on that same.
Showore or no Showore, everybody knows that. That one, everybody knows that one is part of them before. And you now separate yourself now, chasing this, that, and you know, say this presidency, everything is a cabal. How many people for North? How many people know Showore? Even for Yoruba land, how many people know Showore? Excuse me. Unless we will say we dey Lagos and we get more knowledge.
Okay.
So how many people?
So what advice would you give to Atiku at this point? And what advice would you still give to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who happens to be
one thing is this.
In terms of the controversy surrounding him.
Well, Mr. President has been a strong man that is always overcomes all this challenge. Seriously. One thing I know is this: he should just try, as a president, he should try and gain the people's hearts. Believe me, even people tell you you are old, you are this, you are that, people talking. If you can try to gain their hearts, he said something that when he entered as president, and nobody will strike. And till now, nobody has struck. He is trying his own best. Seriously. So he should do more to get people's mind. When he gets people's mind, no matter what Atiku do, it will not be Atiku versus people. It won't be Atiku versus president again. So that is only thing. Whether he gets there legal or illegal, whatever way say he use, they achieve that power. He should make sure he gets people's mind. He should do more for people that doesn't like him. He should do more for people that doesn't want him. Yoruba people do say something. If you chop something, your eyes go put you. So he should do more for those people to gain their love, to gain their trust. That's it. So they want him more. But if you're not saying that this and be biased, believe me, anything can happen.
All right, thank you so
That's
much.
what I know.
That was a great contribution from you. We appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of Bystanders. All right, viewers, on this note, I say thank you, and I appreciate you for joining us on today's edition of this program. It's been a wonderful day, a wonderful time with our viewers, and with you guys watching us. We appreciate you. Our social media handles is right on the screen. You can see the handles on the screen. Behind the camera, I have David Daniel, a very good videographer doing a great job. Michael Adekunle remains my name. You can join me on my social media handles at Michael Adekunle, and on TikTok, Mike Flip TV. That's the brand, Mike Flip TV. Thank you so much. And for those who stretched hands of love to some of the reviewers, I appreciate you. God bless you all. Bye for now.